Sitting on the sideline, we got to go. I got a couple spots by the island coast. The finest girl deserves all the finest clothes. Yeah, but do a day, cause it's time to pose. She light up like an angel from her eyes and toes. 120 miles down the highway roads. Then I take cold, I'm your hero. Travel around the globe, but it's solo though. Need someone to hold who is gullible. I need a hero. When we take a ride, it's a war though. Need it out the side, take a photo though. I wanna be a hero to you.
Quiero ser el héroe tuyo.
And you can tell me where to go to.
Y vamos a viajar el mundo.
Cause I wanna be a hero to you.
Mamacita, eres hermosa, sos una diosa.
I know you wanna hear it for you in your life. You can see the sky, I can see your eye. You and me tonight, be alive. This could be your life, say it be alright. Do or die, you can feel the vibe, you can see the ride. But I need to see a sign, breathing, kissing me. Mamacita, eres todo para mí, eres única, y mamacita, ven aquí para mí, eres única. I wanna be a hero to you.
Quiero ser el héroe tuyo.
And you can tell me where to go to.
Y vamos a viajar el mundo.
Cause I wanna be a hero to you.
Mamacita, eres hermosa, sos una diosa.
I know you wanna hear it for you in your life.
Mami, me andan diciendo que estás buscando un héroe que te saca a pasear todos los sábados en el rojo. Quiero que sepa que eres la mujer más hermosa que he conocido en mi vida. Quiero viajar al mundo y hacerte reír todos los días al amanecer. Solo dime dónde quieres ir y viajamos first class. Let go.
Mamacita, eres todo para mí, eres única, y mamacita, ven aquí para mí, eres única. I wanna be a hero to you. I just wanna be a
Quiero ser el héroe tuyo.
And you can tell me where to go to.
Y vamos a viajar el mundo.
Cause I wanna be a hero to you.
Mamacita, eres hermosa, sos una diosa.
I know you wanna hear it for you in your life. I just need to be in life, girl. I know them other lames you've been looking at, ain't with it. You know we on this global thing right now, so I'ma slide down to Colombia. We gonna hang out, show you different type of lifestyle you never seen before. Baby man, 100X, #1s, coming soon, girl. We gonna hang out, show you different type of lifestyle you never seen before. Baby man, 100X, #1s.
Made man to the moon. I told you guys, we going big in Colombia, South America, worldwide, on the moon. Made man, baby. Coming soon, everyone.
Alright, yeah. All them other guys, they are not heroes. Sitting on the sideline, we got to go. I got a couple spots by the island coast. The finest girl deserves all the finest clothes. Yeah, but do a day, cause it's time to pose. She light up like an angel from her eyes and toes. 120 miles down the highway roads. Then I take cold, I'm your hero. Travel around the globe, but it's solo though. Need someone to hold who is gullible. I need a hero. When we take a ride, it's a war though. Need it out the side, take a photo though. I wanna be a hero to you.
Quiero ser el héroe tuyo.
And you can tell me where to go to.
Y vamos a viajar el mundo.
Cause I wanna be a hero to you.
Mamacita, eres hermosa, sos una diosa.
I know you wanna hear it for you in your life. You can see the sky, I can see your eye. You and me tonight, be alive. This could be your life, say it be alright. Do or die, you can feel the vibe, you can see the ride. But I need to see a sign, breathing, kissing me. Mamacita, eres todo para mí, eres única, y mamacita, ven aquí para mí, eres única. I wanna be a hero to you.
Quiero ser el héroe tuyo.
And you can tell me where to go to.
Y vamos a viajar el mundo.
Cause I wanna be a hero to you.
Mamacita, eres hermosa, sos una diosa.
I know you wanna hear it for you in your life.
Mami, me andan diciendo que estás buscando un héroe que te saca a pasear todos los los sábados en el rojo. Quiero que sepa que eres la mujer más hermosa que he conocido en mi vida. Quiero viajar al mundo y hacerte reír todos los días al amanecer. Solo dime dónde quieres ir y viajamos first class. Let's go.
Mamacita, eres todo para mí. Eres única, y mamacita, ven aquí para mí. Eres única, I wanna be a hero to you. I just wanna be a
Quiero ser el héroe tuyo
and you can tell me where to go to.
y vamos a viajar el mundo.
Cause I wanna be a hero to you.
Mamacita, eres hermosa, sos una diosa.
I know you wanna hear it for you in your life. I just need to be in your life, girl. I know them other lames you've been looking at, ain't with it. You know we on this global thing right now, so I'ma slide down to Colombia. We gonna hang out, show you different type of lifestyle you never seen before. Baby man, 100X, number ones, coming soon, girl. We gonna hang out, show you different type of lifestyle you never seen before. Baby man, 100X, number ones.
Made man
Yeah.
to the moon. I told you guys, we going big in Colombia, South America, worldwide, on the moon. Made man, baby. Big in Colombia, South America.
Hey, what's up, everyone? We are back. Back after a long hiatus. All right. Let me get this situated here. Hey, what's up, world? This is the Made Man broadcasting live from Moscow, Russia. Privet, меня зовут Ian. Как дела, друзья? As you can see, I've been brushing up on my Russian over here for the World Cup. Just finished watching the Spain-Russia game. What an epic game. If you guys can see that here on the TV. I was watching it downstairs at the bar in the hotel. But man, guys, World Cup has been a crazy experience. Amazing times. Just had to come back online and give you guys an AMA and answer as many questions as possible because it's been a while. Great to see you guys. Let's kick things off with shout-outs. All right. Shout out to Zandy Z. What's up? Chimezi, Tamara, Eden, Ryan, Adrian, Max, Wesley, Mehmet, Dragon Ball Crypto. Hey, what's up? Baggio, Robert Baggio for Italy, I guess. That's the reference. AJ, Nagendra, No41K, Dwayne. Hey, what's up, Dwayne? Christy TCM, Arnaud K, Unemployed Worker. Hey, what's up? Zied, Crypto Surfer, Refresco, Seme, Adamar, Wassam. Hey, what's up, Wassam? Udemy. Alright, guys, thank you all so much for joining the live stream. Hey, what's up, Emma? Yeah, it's been a while, guys. It's been a while. This is going to be purely an AMA. You guys have been asking for this for a while. No ICO reviews, but you guys can ask me any question you guys like. Let's open up the Mentimeter poll. Right, if you have any questions you would like to ask, go to menti.com, MENTI.com, and use the code 889677. That's 889677 at menti.com. All right, we'll leave voting open for a while, so you guys can send in all your questions. We'll filter out all the spam questions and all those that are being botted, and only ask those questions that actually make sense. All right, guys. But yeah, guys, I'm having a blast here. Oh my, guys, Moscow has been amazing. I mean, probably the best city on the tour so far. Like, it's Moscow Poltawabi. So underrated. There's so much FUD, especially me coming from America, right? There's so much FUD on Moscow and all that stuff with Putin and all that, that I was just blown away how amazing Moscow is. As you guys know who've been following me on social media, on Snapchat and IG, and now also IGTV. I just launched a Crypto Minute on IGTV. Hope you guys like those videos. But yeah, so Moscow has been mind-blowing here for the World Cup. Been here the last 2 weeks. All right, been going to all the group stage games. Went to the second round game for Argentina versus France, excuse me. Gonna be taking a break. Gonna fly out of Russia to a new country, still in Europe. Follow me on Snapchat and Instagram to find out what country it is. I may be coming to your country for 3 or 4 days. We're going to be filming a music video. We're filming Crypto Slowdown. We're done with the planning and everything. So I'll be leaving Russia, Moscow, to go to a country in Europe, somewhere with a nice resort, to film Crypto Slowdown. And I'm very excited for this video. I hope you guys like it. It's being directed and produced by one of the video producers that did Drake's music video, Nice for What, right? So we hired his company, his production company. So hopefully this gets us a lot closer to Drake. But anyway, as you guys know, we are trying to hack the culture. We are trying to really take crypto mainstream, right? So hopefully this gets us a lot closer. And I'm investing my own capital into these music videos. This has not been sponsored or done anything like that. This is our own money, right? Because we really are trying to evangelize the space, especially now that we're in a bear market, right? So we can definitely use lots of distractions, right? And speaking of bear markets, people have been complaining and whining about the bear market. I'm not sure if these are mainly new investors, but I mean, it's crypto. Crypto has ups and downs. It has its bear markets, you know? So people are saying why I'm not so mad about the bear market. Well, because we took profits on the way up, right? As you're supposed to, right? If you take profits every 3x and all the way up, you don't feel so bad. I mean, so for me, I took a ton of profits even before the hack and after the hack to fiat, right? Because I think for those who are following me, you guys know I sold all my Ether when that Ether security flood began happening around when Ether was over $700. Now Ether is like what, 400 something, right? So I never bought back in. I just didn't. There was just too much FUD to really justify buying back in, and there weren't really that many great ICOs coming out. And all the ICOs that were available, I could just take profits on my projects I already had tokens for, right? So it didn't really make much sense to take profits or to reinvest new fiat into crypto. So I mean, although it's a bear market, we've still been making money. I mean, not the 100x's we would like, right? But I mean, Pundi X has been crushing it in a bear market. I mean, you should have been taking profits if you guys did Pundi X. I mean, I took a ton of profit. Because I put in about 150 grand, 200 grand, depending on the price of the Ether, into Pundi X, and I took almost $500,000 in profit, straight cash from Pundi X, because Pundi X pulled a 20x, I believe, right? So I mean, the market is crashing, but when you have some fiat laying around, you can still not be so upset. And then Lumex did pretty well. All right, that went up as well from like ICO price 7 8 cents all the way to 70 cents. Right, so it pulled a 10x. Quark Chain did pretty well. Although Quark Chain, that one I haven't been able to cash out because of the lockup tokens. But I mean, we're still making some decent money in the bear market. I mean, not ideal, but I mean, we're still surviving, which is the name of the game in crypto, right? You have to survive. But anyway, let's see what questions you guys are sending in. Okay, first question, is Emotic still a pass with the updated metrics? I did not know they updated the metrics. Unless they added a lockup to the tokens for people in their earlier rounds, probably still a pass. Let me take a look at this. For those that don't know, Emotic is a blockchain. I covered this a while back. Okay, even more exciting. Let me see if I can share this here with you guys here. Excuse me, guys. Gotta make sure I have two screens here, so I know you guys have the right view. Okay, so give me a few seconds here. For those who just joined, welcome to the live stream, broadcasting live from Mother Russia. Excuse the lighting, but the hotel I'm in has horrible lighting, so this is the best we can do. Okay, all right, so what I'm trying to look at is, and I'll try to keep this to mainly questions, so not answering as many, or not doing as many ICO research type stuff. The screen changing, sorry. All right, there we go. All right, so even more exciting updates are on the way. One pager is out now. Okay, and what the heck is this saying? $39 million is still the same. Okay, so I'm seeing a lockup. Okay, interesting. 100% lockup in linear release starts 3 months after mainnet launch. 50% release, 50% lockup for private round 1, private round 2, 70% release, 30% lockup. Okay, so they did add a lockup, but let's see. They're not telling us the token price of all that stuff. Right, but anyway, I think because they had like a what, over 1,000% bonus. I mean, to me, I'm gonna say the lockup is too late still, right? I mean, either way, I think it's already sold out. I haven't really looked much into it since then, but for now, it's not really something I'm gonna be looking into. And because the fact that they had those kind of lockups initially is really just devaluing their token. I mean, if the company doesn't feel like the token is worth anything, then I'm probably not gonna stick around and be part of that. But anyway, let me. Okay, there we go. Just making sure I have the right screen. Okay, yes. So Emotic is still a path. I mean, I would say, I should say this before every video, guys. This is not financial advice. Not a financial advisor. Do your own research. I'm just sharing my personal opinion. Consult a legal and financial advisor before investing in any ICOs. That being said, based on my personal research, this is probably a wait for the rebound. Just kind of based on the huge bonus. I mean, they can try to put lipstick on a pig, but especially in this bear market, I mean, anything in this bear market is going to cause most projects to tank. So, I mean, because even QuickChain opened up at what, 20x, went down to like 6x. I mean, so, I mean, the odds are this is going to go down, especially with this large bonus, and despite what people are saying with that. So, I'm probably going to wait for the rebound on that one. Do your own research, as usual. Okay, so good question, though. Okay, next question. What are you waiting for from Ergo? I mean, actually, Ergo, they sold out. So there isn't really anything to wait for from Ergo. But based on my research, though, it was an all-star. And it didn't fully have all the token metrics, but I can still tell it was an all-star based on my research. But my knowledge is they sold out. Actually, I was supposed to have a call with the CEO last week, but he canceled on me, I think, because they were sold out. And there wasn't really much to talk about. But for anybody who got in, congratulations. That one seems like a pretty good project. Okay, next question. What about Charter? Charter, I have not heard of that one. I'm going to have to put that on my list, assuming it's an infrastructure project. Okay, Charter Protocol. Or maybe I have looked into this. Okay. Anyway, I'll just put that on my list to research, and we'll get back to it later, right? OneChain still possible at $30 by end of 2018. Aaron's thoughts. I'm no longer bullish on OneChain, guys. I mean, it's one of those things I hate to say, but they've been a pure disappointment, total disappointment from my inside sources. There's lots of confusion and disarray internally. OneChain, do your own research, but I'm personally not bullish on OneChain anymore. All right, especially in this market. Now, long term, can they bounce back? Possibly, but I don't know if I'm going to be around waiting for that time. Now, can I get a $30 by end of 2018? Depends. I should pull up CoinMarketCap. Let me see where OneChain is at right now on this day. $2.36. So can OneChain do a 15x? I would say the only way I can see that happening is if the entire market, if Bitcoin gets a new all-time high, right, and we go back to a true bull market where everything is going up. But at this point in time, I'm not so bullish in OneChain. I think, me personally, I can make money elsewhere. So yeah, that's my take on OneChain. Okay, already covered Emotic. Am I still with Predator Network? Am I an active advisor? Yes, I'm still with Predator Network. I've been very disappointed. Actually, I was complaining to Eric the last week about the progress with the company. I mean, it's just been performing bad. You can't really dress that up. I just hope they come up with better updates. But at this point in time, I think the market is pretty bearish. So I don't think anything would really make it do well in this market. But yes, I am still with the company. My thoughts on Phantasma and Loom. Very bullish. I mean, as you guys know, I'm an advisor to Phantasma. Loom, I'm not. I'll start things off with Loom. Loom is a very stable infrastructure project. It has been kind of coming back down from its all-time high, which was 70, down to like 14 cents. But that's happened with almost every project in the market right now, besides WinDX. I'm still very bullish on Loom. I think it's something that is really trying to solve the problem of scaling with Ethereum. So I'm very bullish on that. I do own Loom tokens. Phantasma is one of my largest holdings. I'm still holding. I'm advising them. And for those who've been following, Phantasma is finally doing something which I think is well-deserved. They're rebranding themselves. Because people thought of them as this content distribution network, which is nice, which is what they're trying to do. And they are building dApps, but people thought of them as this email dApp platform or this email app, which is not the case. They just happen to be building an infrastructure project, and one of the use cases, the examples they put out was an email app. So with Phantasma, starting this month and the next few months, they'll be rebranding, and it's now going to be called the Phantasma blockchain, right? So I think that would really get the point across of what they're trying to do. They are being built to Neo, but as mentioned before in the interview I had with the team on my channel, by the end of the year or next year, they plan to fork from Neo and make their own blockchain. So I think that's where the real value is in Phantasma, because they only raised $10 million. So they're basically a blockchain raising $10 million. Right? So I think that's pretty powerful, very low market cap, all-star team, all-star advisors. So I'm looking forward to Phantasma a lot. So I would say I'm very bullish on the future, especially now that they're doing this whole rebranding. Because as you know, what projects that have done rebrands like Anshares to Neo, what was the other rebrand? I think even that blockchain done by that. Sorry, let me get that name. The name of it. What was the name of that blockchain? Not Lisk. Lisk also had a rebrand, but I'm looking for a different. Nano also had a rebrand. They used to be called some other project name before that. Lisk had a rebrand. Anyway, so rebrands have been happening a lot in crypto. Even Ripple, I think they changed their logo. But anyway, I'm very bullish on that one. I think the value is very, very undervalued. So that one I think is pretty, has lots of upside. All right, next question. Dragon Chain down from $5 to 2 cents, 20 cents. Do you think it's a dead project? Yes. I mean, Dragon Chain, I just hope whoever was part of Dragon Chain like I was, you took profits on the way up, as you're supposed to, right? That's why when it dumped to 20 cents, you don't feel so bad because you took profits. I mean, I made enough profits on Dragon Chain for a lifetime. I think Dragon Chain dumped because their ICOs just sucked. I mean, their first ICO on their platform was some random art ICO. Like, really? Really, dude? I mean, and it wasn't even an all-star art ICO, it was the BS ICO for art. And that was the first ICO on your platform when the whole world is watching. After you did a 20, 30x, then 50x, you're going to launch with that dud? Really? So I think once people saw that piece of crap, they just sold the top. Everybody sold everything, right? So then they came back with Iagon. Actually, I met the CEO here in Russia. He was here at the World Cup. And I told him straight up, like, hey, you guys should lower your cap because you're raising too much money. And I think he told me they did lower the cap, but I'm not sure I'm still not bullish on it. I mean, if the CEO is here at the World Cup, yeah, what is he doing? I mean, hey, it's good to have fun, but aren't you supposed to be doing an ICO? Right? But anyway, Dragon Chain, in my opinion, is for the most part dead. The only time it's gonna come back up is if they have ICOs again. If they end up having a good ICO that people will have to buy Dragon Chain tokens to participate in. But yeah, it's dead for the most part. Will you be investing in Ergo? I wanted to invest, but I was too late on Ergo, so I will not be investing. I'm talking about private sale. What are my thoughts on Chili's backed by Binance Labs? Okay, I think I did hear about that one. That's one of the recent investments Binance Labs made, right? Let me just confirm I have the right Chili's, because Google's showing me a restaurant. I think it's like what, esports gaming? Yeah, esports. I'm gonna say for the most part I'm probably gonna pass just based on it not being an infrastructure project. Esports hasn't really been a use case that has done well, from Unicorn to some Australian esports ICO a while back to some others. And just because Binance Labs is investing doesn't make it a great ICO. I mean, I was part of Bread ICO, or the wallet, and that's been a dud. And Binance also was part of that one because they were part of the Binance Labs program. But anyway, I mean, any DApp that's raising more than 13 million is a hard pass. So I'm not sure how much they're raising, but if it's over 13 million, it's a hard pass for now. Like everything else has to be super perfect. So I'm not sure why Binance invested in esports. But anyway, yeah, so that's a pass. Do you think we can see an uptrend in the market towards the end of the year? If so, why? I hope so. I can't predict the future, but I think an uptrend is possible. I don't think the market is gonna be down for the whole year. I feel like something is gonna cause Bitcoin to rally again, and it's gonna come back up and cause all the alts and rising. What's the slogan? A rising tide raises all boats, something like that. So anyway, I'm bullish on crypto. I'm bullish on the year. I think there's been lots of FUD to really affect the market, but I can't see the space being like this for the whole year. Not financial advice. My thoughts on Essentia. I passed on that. I thought the team was weak, so I never touched it. I think they did finish the ICO, although I heard they had some issues with a smart contract where you could only send Ether by sending half of what you had in your wallet, something like that. But anyway, yeah, so passed on Essentia. Should we look at Icon and OneChain now? Is it an acceptable price? I mean, personally, I wouldn't be looking at OneChain. Icon, I mean, guys, Icon is... how do I put this? I want to be delicate because I already had my issues with talking about Icon before when I sold, which now I guess kind of looking back was actually a good thing because I sold around $2.25. Now it's what, $1.50. But I mean, Icon, I'm very bullish on Icon, but I feel like they made their all-time high in the bull market in December. I feel like they had some help with some how do I put this? Yeah, they had some help, and let's just say that help is no longer there. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about funds and institutional investors that can work exchanges. So anyway, I don't think they have that help anymore, right? So it's gonna be tough to go, right? So. Anyway, well, actually, I'll just come out. So, word is they had some market making help. So, I'm not sure if market makers are still working with them or not, but I'm bullish on the project long term, but I'm not sure if it's going to do 100x anytime soon. Zilliqa versus QuickChain. Based on my scoring, Zilliqa is a better project based on my token metrics. Well, I should say better investment, not project, because we don't really evaluate the idea of a project. We evaluate how much a project can make us money. All right, Zilliqa, I think, Zilliqa can still do 100x, I think, this year, because their all-time high was 35x, and they'll be launching dApps and ICOs in Q4. I think that's what their roadmap says. They already had Bolt, one of their dApps, that's already started to kind of market their ICO. So I think that they're going to be moving faster than QuickChain. So I think Zilliqa, in my opinion, is a better project. My thoughts on Metronome. Have I bought yet? I'm no longer bullish on Metronome. If you followed me on my alerts channel, that's my private alerts channel. If not, you should be following me. Go to ianbalina.com/mastermind. And reason being is, with my new updated spreadsheet, I don't really value currencies as much, and Metronome is a currency, so not bullish on it at this point in time. So no, I've not bought yet, and I don't plan to buy anytime soon. P-Chain, that one I never touched, mainly because they didn't really have a prototype. I know they do have updates now, but I'm still not gonna be looking back at it. I kind of have a ton of vision looking forward. I may come back eventually and look back at it, but not at this point in time. IoTex, very bullish on that. Congratulations to those who got in based on our AMA, I think a month ago, when it first listed on KuCoin, and ended up doing, what, a 10x, 12x, for those who got on exchanges, and then it made Binance. IoTex, to me, is a Hall of Fame project, so I'm very bullish on that. Can that do a 50x? I can't tell you guys personally what to do with your money, as you guys know. But for me personally, this is a very good project. Has the potential to do a 50x, I think. Especially, they only raised like 23 million, I believe, maybe even less. All right, so 50x for a blockchain, I think, is definitely doable. This like an IoT DAG type thing. So yes, I'm very bullish on IoTex, but do your own research. Anchor Network. I've been hearing a lot about that one. I haven't fully looked into it. Actually, I may have passed on it. I have to double check. But yeah, let me just Google this real quick. Distributed cloud computing. Cloud computing is so played out now. This is becoming something that's everybody's trying to do cloud computing on a blockchain now, and hasn't really done well. Besides Golem initially doing something, but then falling off, then Sonam, then some other projects. Yes, so this one I can't really comment much. I have to go back and see if I already looked at it or if I already passed on it. Lending Block a fail. I mean, yeah, Lending Block has been a dud. I've been complaining to Steve, their CEO. I'm not satisfied at all. But I mean, the market is rough. They did have some partnership news with Coin, I think, or Q1, some Japanese exchange. But at this point in time, I'm just waiting for a better exchange to likely exit my position. But hey, if it pulls a 20x though, which is ideal at this point in time, right? But it's been a dud. So just tell me to basically don't touch dApps. that's lesson learned from Lending Block. So yeah, and same thing with the Pixie chain too. Next question: when are you going to start posting your portfolio on Instagram again? No plans to post my portfolio on Instagram again. Actually, I mentioned this on a live stream a while back, on the same live stream I got hacked on. Actually, I got hacked because I said I was going to stop posting my portfolio. But I mean, no plans to post it at any point in time anymore. Right? If you guys have any questions, you can always just ask me on my AMA here. Right? I can tell you guys what I'm holding. Right? But as you guys should know, because I usually disclose what I invest in. Jura Network. Passed on that one a while back. Actually not a while back, this week. Let me pull up my notes. I did have some notes on Jura, I believe. Let's see. Okay, there's not much info on Jura. Prototype comes out in December, which is a testnet, I believe. It's a new blockchain ecosystem that is feeless, fast, and provides decentralized security. They only have one all-star, I believe. They have Zhang Ma, worked 1 year, 9 months at Google as a software engineer, and 1 year, 7 months for Yahoo as a software engineer. Yeah, I think they only had one all-star when I looked at it. So, but anyway, yeah, there was a pass. Thoughts on how many gains Sparkster will make in this bear market? I can't really predict the market, but it is very bearish. I mean, I'll just be happy with a 3x in this bear market, to be honest. I did see they did. Lots of people were complaining about the crowd sale and the pre-sale and the difference. And as mentioned, I told you guys I would share your concerns and sentiment with the CEO, Sajad. And I did, and they reconsidered. They pushed back the crowd sale. They're going to be thinking about some things. All right, just know I'll always try to have your back. But I'm not the CEO, right? So I don't control everything, but I can definitely share your concerns with the team. Right? In this bear market, though, I think anything over 1x, to be honest, is in this bear market is good. A 3x would be generous. Initially, I think a 5x was my initial target. 10x would be amazing, but the market has been very, very bearish. So I mean, don't want to get too greedy. But I mean, I'm still very bullish on it, despite the FUD. Lots of people have been saying, "Hey, Ian got paid off." No, I was not paid off by Sparkstar. No, I'm not advising them. I mean, for those who came to my Crypto World Tour in Amsterdam and saw them pitch and win, I mean, that's where the FOMO began, even before I invested. Right? But anyway, I think the market is very, very rough. That's why sentiment matters a lot with the project. And I was definitely concerned when the sentiment was getting negative regarding the crowd sale. So hopefully they can make some, they can definitely appease people and their concerns and issues in the crowd sale. But I'm still bullish on it because people keep on saying, "Hey, Ian, why is Sparkster better than QuakeChain, better than X, Y, and Z project?" The thing you have to understand, for those who follow me for a while, I mean, I'm not here to be a technologist. I mean, you guys know me, I'm straight up an investor. I'm here for an ROI. So based on my data, all right, my data tells me Sparkster is a better investment than QuakeChain or these other projects based on the score. Now that could end up not being the case, but based on my token metrics, it's a good investment. Now that's not to say they have better technology than X, Y, and Z project. It just means a better investment, right? So I think people are getting that confused with technology and investment. I mean, some project could have the best technology in the world, but be a horrible investment because the token metrics just suck. Okay, so don't confuse a good investment with great technology. Right? That's kind of hard to, maybe if you're brand new or if you don't follow me for a while, right? But I'm not here trying to review the technology. I mean, at a high level, yes, that matters, but just mainly that it's a blockchain that already has a prototype and it's about to launch. But in terms of, hey, is this going to be the next Ether? I mean, I'm not here saying Sparkster is going to be the next Ether. I mean, even I won't tell you that. Okay, but can he make us money? I mean, I'm pretty certain, right? You know, but no guarantees. But I'm just doing my own research and doing what I decide. You guys should always do your own research, come to your own conclusions. Don't just blindly invest, right? But yeah, that's my take on Sparkster. Have you heard of project coined the EOS of Korea? DAG plus blockchain in one ecosystem. Project under stealth. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I mean, you didn't give me a name. A DAG in Korea? The only Korean project I've really heard of recently has been Ergo. So I can't really comment much on that. Do you think the thing is still infrastructure projects, or do you think the market will move on to a higher layer? Infrastructure and cross-chain solutions? Yes, infrastructure is getting very played out, but it still beats investing in dApps. So until something else comes along, I know some people have been very bullish on exchanges, right? Like Switcheo and others that have been coming along and next. But I mean, infrastructure is still the play. I mean, I think it's just, it depends more on looking on innovation on infrastructure, right? So people who are really doing big things, right? Since you guys have been listening to this AMA for a while, I can give you guys maybe some nuggets, right? To make this live stream worth it, right? So one project that I'm really bullish on at this point in time, although I've not confirmed the token metrics, is a project called Marconi.org. It's basically a blockchain protocol, basically a blockchain, but works at the network infrastructure layer. So they basically have smart contracts in the network layer. So if you look at your typical OSI model of your stack, right, layer 2 is the network. So being able to have smart contracts on that layer is what they're trying to do. I've not fully finished doing my homework on it, so take this with a grain of salt. But at this point in time, it is an all-star, right? It's infrastructure, but doing something definitely very unique, right? I've not yet invested, but it's on my radar, right? So there, I just gave you guys hopefully a nice gem. You can do some homework on. All right, next question. Okay, I already talked about Blockfolia. No Blockfolia. Drip has given some more info on their project. Looks like they are making an infrastructure along with QuirkChain. Can you please review the tech again? Thanks. I think I already covered Drip. I think we passed on it for something else. I think either a weak team or no prototype. So unless that has changed, I don't think it deserves to be looked at. Fusion Masternode goes live soon. Have you considered it? No. It pays a whopping $1250, 1600 FSN per year via proof of work and proof of stake. Also, you need more girls in a crypto slowdown video. Yes, that we will have. We will have girls. Just follow the IG. Okay, we're listening to feedback. So actually, we'll have some models. You guys may know them. Stay tuned. But yeah, very excited for Crypto Slowdown, guys. Very, very excited. All I can say is follow me. I'll be traveling tomorrow, and to get ready. Then we'll start filming the day after. All right, so follow us as we're filming. For those who are following me on IG and Snapchat, you saw we also filmed Mike Piazza, which is a song. We filmed a music video for that here in Russia, which is a song I haven't really released out yet, and we're already making a music video on it. For those who came to the Crypto World Tour, you've already heard this song, right? But yeah, stay tuned. That's why I had the tweet asking for an intro to Mike Piazza, because I wanted to see if we can get him in the music video. But anyway, yeah, back to crypto. Why are you so bullish on QuirkChain when their total market cap valuation is already on 1 billion? I wouldn't say I'm so bullish. I mean, I was bullish on it during the ICO, and it made money. I mean, if I pull up, let me pull up QuirkChain here. I mean, even with the dip, it's still profitable in a bear market. Because people are saying, hey, we lost it, you can't make money in a bear market, Ian's not doing good anymore. I mean, guys, we're still surviving in a bear market, which is the best we can really ask for. Okay, I'm trying to see. Yeah, I think it's like 6x. Sorry, Wi-Fi is not working on my phone. Okay, I don't have all that info, but I mean, correct chain at the peak was 15-20x in a bear market. In a bear market, when everybody else is losing money, right? So I was bullish on the ICO. At this point in time, I mean, am I bullish on it being the next big thing? That remains to be determined. But I was bullish enough to make money, which is the point of being bullish. Now, is it going to replace Ethereum and all these other projects? I mean, I doubt it, to be honest. But we can still make money on it. Have you heard of Penter Network? What do you think? Too long term? No, I've not heard of it. I'll have to look into that and get back to you. But I will add that to my list of projects to look into. You think it's too long term? If they have no prototype, then it's definitely a pass. What do you think about Ethereum's betting protocol layer? They've recently alpha tested their first dApp with their World Cup contest and placed over 80,000 bets in 2 weeks. I haven't heard. I did hear about Ethereum, but I haven't looked into it. But I did get a project doing World Cup bets pitch in Buenos Aires at the Crypto World Tour there. But I've not looked into this one. Unless it's the same project, I've not looked into it. Okay, yeah, so correct chain is 6x, at least from the pre-sale or private sale price. So, I mean, 6x in a bear market, I'll take that any time, any bear market. Okay, Ethereum, yeah, this seems like a pass just based on initial glance. I mean, I would not even touch a dApp in a bear market. Even if, yeah, anyway, I'll just stop there. Will Prestito make it? I don't know what that is. Okay, next question. Hi Ian, what do you think and feel about credit since your visit? Yes, for those who are following me on IG and Snapchat, I did visit the offices of credits and also Waves blockchain here in Moscow. Still not bullish. I mean, I never was part of the ICO because I wasn't bullish on it. It was nice to visit and just kind of see what they're working on and what crypto is doing. They did try to heavily persuade me to be a token holder, but I'm still not a token holder because, I mean, I stuck with the data. And if the token metrics aren't good, they're not good for me. So, but, I mean, they do have a major update coming out in within a month. They'll be launching their mainnet, I believe, testnet mainnet, whatever. But anyway, they plan to demo 500,000 TPS, and they're willing to do it on my channel. So I said, hey, why not? All right, if you guys got something to show the world, let's do it. But I still don't own the tokens. Will Loom still do 100x? Pundi, how many x? Next 100x? Will Loom do 100x? This year? I don't think so. And I think this year is going to be tougher to get 100x. To be honest, I don't see, unless the entire market just goes parabolic, like in December, I don't see that happening. I mean, Pundi X, I mean, I'm not to say I don't believe in it, but I mean, 20x was really good. I mean, so anything above that is amazing, is heaven. So, but I would say I've been taking profits on the way up and way down, and because Pundi X, when it launched, like the first month or two, it was up to 50% below ICO price. So when you've seen darkness for a month, to a point you can't even sell your tokens, and you finally see sunshine and rain, you sell. Okay, so I mean, I still own a lot of tokens because I love their monthly airdrop, 7% of your holdings every month is amazing. It's free money, right? So I'm always going to be holding because of that. But I'm consistently taking profits on PundiX. Loom, my target initially was 50x, but the market has been very slow. It only did a 10x, 50x end of the year. I mean, I don't know. I can't really say much. It will be really speculating. The next 100x, I mean, that one's tough to really say, right? I think there's so many different factors now that matter that it's really hard to do a 100x. I think whatever project will do 100x will be a project that launches with a mainnet, and it will be a blockchain type project, blockchain DAG, whatever kind of project it is, but same type of space, and we'll be having ICOs. I think that's really why projects do 100x, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. Maybe end of the year if we go into a bullish market, but right now I don't see that happening. Spark's too legit. Too legit to quit. I mean, I'm bullish in Sparkster. I put my money where my mouth is. So that's my take on that. Where can we get the shirt? Nice shirt. Oh, you guys like the shirt? This is Dolce Gabbana. Yeah, for those who like Dolce. I've been doing shopping here in Europe. Really nice places to go shopping. But yeah, Dolce Gabbana, you can get that in any Dolce Gabbana store. Speaking of shirts and merch, we're going to be launching my own merch and clothing soon. Right? I just hired somebody to be head of retail for Diary of a Made Man. He'll be working full-time on this. Definitely are trying to really take crypto mainstream via content, free content on my social media, via TV with a TV show, Diary of a Made Man series, with music. Oh, by the way, guys, if you've been following me, all those songs now are available on Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, Google Play. Go there, just search for Ian Balina, and you can play Moon Lambo, Crypto Slowdown, 100x. All the songs are now available on Spotify and whatever platform you like, right? So I think we're one of the first crypto people to finally do this. And then, actually, I have a very big announcement to make as well. We'll are coming out with what I think is the world's first crypto music album that will be available on Spotify, iTunes, all this. And you guys have been asking for it. You've been saying, hey, Ian, can you bring the spreadsheet back? And I've thought about it hard, and I'm going to bring the spreadsheet back, guys. I'm going to bring it back. But not for everybody. Right? I've been trying to figure out how can we really get people who are actually backing the vision and the community and what we're doing to be a part of this. So looking into it, one of the ideas I have, you guys can let me know what you think, is to bring the spreadsheet back, but only let people who support us with the music be whitelisted to access the spreadsheet. So that's kind of one thing we have, right? So we're thinking of creating a pre-order whenever the album is ready. This is probably going to be end of Q3, so maybe September, October, right? But imagine if all the people who pre-order the music album on iTunes, right, get whitelisted and get access to the spreadsheet. So that's one idea my team has been tossing around. But to make things even sweeter, imagine if all those people who got whitelisted not only get the spreadsheet, right? Those people who pre-order the album, only pre-orders, right? Not only do they get the spreadsheet, but they would also get the first airdrop of the Ian Balina token. So that's an idea we have. Haven't fully confirmed whether it's something we want to do, but we're leaning heavily towards doing it. I just wanted to put it out there to speak it into existence, as LeVar Ball would say, and see what my community thinks about that. But I have been hearing your thoughts about bringing back the spreadsheet and all that stuff. So let me know what you guys think. Wow, comments are flooding in. Too much to keep up with. Okay, all right. Well, let me hold on. Just give me a second here, guys. Okay. Anyway, back to the AMA, right? So, please answer, man. What do you think about Travala Ava? It's based on Neo. Nextbooking.com. I haven't really looked. I think I looked into this before and passed on it. It seems like a DApp. Online booking marketplace. It's already on CoinMarketCap, so I'm not really sure whether ICO is still going on or if it's over. But if it's over, then but I wouldn't. In general, I would not touch a DApp in this market right now. I mean, why? I mean, that's. Especially after what Lending Block has done so poorly, and then even Pixio Chain. So pretty much in this bear market, I would only touch blockchains. The dApps can wait. Just wait for the rebound. Neon Exchange, I'm not bullish on it at this time. Am I still bullish on POA? I think it's kind of done. The roadmap has been very vague. They haven't really had many updates. So I think the money to be made on that has kind of maxed out, at least for now, the short term. I think their high was, 7 or 10x? So I think, at least for me, I sold all my POA. So I'm out of that baby. I sold to BNB, actually, to Binance. Binance token has been very stable, almost like Tether, because all the ICOs that list onto Binance have to buy Binance tokens. Right? So as long as we have ICOs happening every month, I doubt Binance is going to tank, is going to pull back so sharply. And then also it helps to have Binance for voting for the Binance community vote, like with Pundi X, which has been crushing it. Right? And then there's also rumors that it's going to be going on to Upbit or BitHub, some current exchange. Right? I've not substantiated the rumors, but they are rumors. Right? So usually stuff starts out as rumors. Okay, next question. Rock, which is our chain, progress and roadmap for the 70,000 TPS dApps plus sharding. You maintain the confidence on this project. Do you expect to be a top 20 long-term crypto? 100x until the end of 2019. Our chain has pulled back a lot. Because they haven't really made much progress with their development. They've kind of been slow, to my knowledge. Right? I'm still very bullish on it, but disappointed in the pullback. But it was a profitable ICO. I think it did 15, 20x. But yeah, at this point in time, though, I'm disappointed in how long it's taking. I don't own any R-Chain tokens now. Those were part of the hack. But if I did, I probably would have sold them and gone to a better ICO, like a Quirk Chain or something, during the ICO phase. R-Chain target. If they launch dApps and ICOs, to the moon we go. But I'd have to look at their roadmap and progress as of late, because I haven't looked at them in a while. Marconi, more details, please. What does it do? Marconi.org. It's basically, okay, maybe I can show you this one as we start the Ian Balina effect. But I've not fully finished doing research on this. That's why I haven't really, I'm saying take this with a grain of salt, guys. All right, it's Smart Ethernet Protocol. It's basically blockchain with networking. And it's kind of technical, but all I can say is check it out, take a look at it. All right, I'm very excited about this, but I'm not even sure if they're going to be doing a crowd sale, but it's definitely one of the projects in this bear market that has caught my attention. All right, Marconi. So it says a new blockchain protocol using programmable packets to enhance security, privacy, and net neutrality. So my understanding is you can, here I'll just read what they say. The Marconi protocol is designed down to the Ethernet level and powers a decentralized networking stack that provides privacy, security, net neutrality, and upgradability. So imagine being able to have smart contracts on the network level. a blockchain with that capability. All right, so I think it's pretty powerful. All right, looking forward to that. Next, will Prestito make it? No. Okay, you know what? I'm feeling so good, guys, since it's been a while. Let me tell you a project I'm also looking into. This one, I'm not sure if they're going to be having an ICO, but this one, assuming they don't do a huge money grab, if they do have an ICO, right, is one that so far is looking like an all-star. All right. I haven't really seen anybody else talking much about this. Right. The only concern, though, is it is a U.S. project, and as you guys know, U.S. regulation is not the most ICO friendly. That's why I doubt they'll be doing an ICO anytime soon. But let me give you guys a gem to look into. All right, so this is called Helium, Lean Green Mining Machine. The Helium Gateway is the world's first crypto miner that uses radio waves instead of power-hungry computations. All right, so this is basically a new IoT blockchain. I guess you could say it's in the same space as IOTA. But it's basically an IoT blockchain, and it comes with a hardware. It's basically a hardware gateway, router, whatever you want to call it. You buy this device, which is not available yet. Should be coming in Q4 2018. But the idea is you buy the device, and you can mine tokens. So I did have a call with the CEO this week when I was doing my homework. It's definitely something I'm bullish on. But I don't fully have the full token metrics because they haven't really determined that yet, and they haven't decided whether they'll be having a token sale or not. But I think it's definitely worth looking into. I think if they end up being a money grab like a hash graph or Definity, then it's a pass. But if they end up raising, I think my price point based on my token metrics was, I think somewhere under like 50 mil, 50 to 35 mil, depending on the token metrics. But yeah, I think it's worth looking into. I think it's going to be similar to Bitcoin, possibly, in the sense that they may not have an ICO and just go out for a mining token distribution or token release, where you just buy the device and just get tokens by mining, similar to how you have mining rigs with Bitcoin and not have an ICO. But it's definitely something that's on my radar. Hey, what's up, Solo? What's going on? Yeah, so guys, 2 infrastructure projects. I want to give you 2 gems because it's been a while, right? 2 gems, helium.com and marconi.org, right? So yes, guys, I'm still doing work. We're still putting in the work. We're not just here having fun at the World Cup, right? Yeah, so this one I've looked into it a lot. I should be actually publishing a report soon on this. Gonna try something new and see if you guys like reports. But yeah, guys, 2 gems I think definitely worth looking into. Okay, all right, so back to the AMA. Okay, what do you think? Ethereum is a dApp. They have both a B2C and B2B platform, developing a large ecosystem. I mean, if they're not a blockchain, then it's either a protocol or a dApp. Okay, I mean, even if it's a protocol, that doesn't really change much because it's not a blockchain, which is the only thing I would touch in a bear market. Do you think RPX, DBC, QLC will see their all-time high till 1 year from now? RPX, that was, what was that? Red Pulse? Red Pulse is done. DBC, that's Deep Brain Chain. I mean, that only went up because they had market makers. So that one is done as well, at least to me. And the other one, QLC. QLC, what is QLC? Sorry. Q-Link. Q-Link is done too. Yeah, so basically all those are done in my opinion. Not financial advice. Click on the spreadsheet, that's the real gem. Okay, let me see. Let me just first preview to make sure we're not giving away anything that is not fully researched. I'm not trying to start a eating chain again. I already covered Essentia. Because some of these questions are being repeated. Did you like Russian girls? Yes, oh man. I mean, Russia was, I mean, it supersedes the hype. Okay? I mean, there was massive, I've heard so many great things about Russian women being beautiful, and they're even more beautiful. I could say, I mean, probably the best in the world, man. Like Russian, Colombian women. I guess, what's the term? Paisa? Colombian women, I would say, even Argentine women are beautiful. We can do our own metrics on that at a different day. Today is crypto. Okay, let me see what I have here. Okay, so so it's kind of hard to share the spreadsheet because some of these projects, they may score high, but didn't check out after having a call with the team or looking into other things, right? So I don't want to falsely put out anything when it's not really fully researched. And then some of these, I don't even have the full token metrics on them yet, and I'm just kind of making lots of assumptions. For example, I looked into IOTW as a project, and I ended up passing. Well, actually, I've not fully passed yet, but likely going to pass because I think the prototype may not be exactly what they claim it is. PDX, I looked into. It was definitely interesting. Ended up passing. I think it was kind of far away. Helium, Ergo. Yeah, I mean, so it's kind of hard to, maybe if I'll just hide those projects I'm not done researching on and don't want to cause FOMO on a project when it could be a dud. Okay, let's see here. Just give me a minute as I filter out some stuff. Okay, maybe let's show the spreadsheet. Do you guys see that? Okay, so top projects, in my opinion, as usual, guys, not financial advice. All right, pause the video, read this disclaimer. All right, this is just my personal research for educational purposes only. All right, Sparkster is still my favorite project right now. This is a project I'm looking into, not fully done. PDX, Tokenmetrics checked out as an all-star, but I was very, it kind of depends if you consider their prototype a prototype, because it is kind of far away. So because of that, I passed. Mainframe, that one I already invested in, but that one took a while to finish the crowd drop. Helium, I have as an all-star, but I don't have tokenmetrics, so this is just me assuming they're going to be raising a modest amount. If that ends up not being the case, then it won't be an all-star. Ergo, I think, was the same thing. I didn't get the full tokenmetrics on this, or if I got them, I think I get them from a third party and not the source, so I'm not fully confident on that. But yeah, that is my list at the moment. All right. So back to questions. Perlin, I passed on. No all-star team. There's a ton of hype. I saw that Andre of Crypto Briefing did a code review where he loved it, but I mean, to me the team was pretty weak, and I'm stickler for teams. For all-star teams, so passing on it. Then they also had a huge bonus I think bonus round was, the seed round was like 2 cents, and now after multiple rounds, it's going for like 10, 12 cents, which is over a 500% bonus. So I'm not sure why projects do that. So because of the large bonus and also no all-star team, to me it is a pass. Same thing with the Origo, no all-star team. I think team was just decent, but I'm passing on that as well. I've also heard from Tor of Enigma that it's a copycat of Enigma. But yeah. Yes, I'm still holding Zebi. Alright, so that's that for the spreadsheet. Back to the questions. What are you the most bullish on in this bear market? Ergo? I would say Marconi, but I don't have full tokenmetrics, so I can't really say much. So that's just more from a technology standpoint. It is an all-star team, all-star advisors, with a supposed prototype, right? So, I haven't been this excited in a while this year. So, but I'm not even sure if there's still a chance to invest. Could be those projects that only takes institutional investors. Next, passed on that. Thoughts on Hybrid Block Exchange? They have a clean UI, all-star team. They didn't score as an all-star. I had them as a starter. It was under 80%. I do know this, the Hybrid Block team. They are friends of mine. I did go to Macau for the conference. But despite that, though, I'm not bullish. It's a decent project, but I'm not I don't think it's an all-star. Thanks for everything, Ian. Listening to 100x on repeat all day. Some thoughts on Tolar ICO, Fummer Trust ICO, Tim Blockchain, CryptoCurve, Layer Protocol. Yes, a ton of projects. Well, some of these, the scores were up on the spreadsheet. Tolar was slightly below an all-star. It was like a 78%. So I'm passing on that. They did win my Budapest Crypto World Tour pitch competition. Fummer Trust, same thing, starter ICO, not an all-star, decent, but no plans to invest. Team Blockchain, there was some FUD around the team. I never finished doing much homework on that, just kind of skipped it based on that. CryptoCurve, I would avoid that a lot. I've heard both from people close to OneChain and also some advisors of OneChain that, they would not touch it. Okay, when people inside OneChain telling you they will not touch CryptoCurve, then I'm not touching CryptoCurve. Besides that, it's a DApp, so I'm not sure why you touch a DApp in a bear market. But yeah, I think it's also partially one of the reasons why there's FUD in OneChain, and maybe why Dustin had to change roles. But that could be possibly speculation. Okay, Uchain, I think I passed on this a while ago. FYS, that one I've not heard of. Do you think Marconi Protocol can do a 6x on release? I can't predict the future. And also, I can't predict when it's going to be released. Not sure if it's going to be in the bear market or bull market. But let's just say, depending on token metrics, depending on how much they're raising, if it's a modest amount, I'm very bullish it will not be a L. Not financial advice, do your own research, just speaking from me personally. What makes an all-star team? I would say, I have more videos coming up on this, but in general, for me, trying to codify this, I would say 2 things for the most part. 2 years or more at a publicly traded company. So somebody who's worked at a Google, for example, for 5 years. Right? Because imagine the premise is there are 40 ICOs happening every day. So who has time to read 40 white papers? Nobody. So how do you filter through all those ICOs in an efficient manner and not miss the wobbies and still catch the good projects, right? So you have to have a system to filter out so quickly and to really optimize and have something that's efficient. And to me, it's all stars. So I look at a project and I say, okay, who has worked at a publicly traded company for more than 2 years? Because to me, that brings credibility to the project. It makes it easier to do homework on the project and the team behind the project, right? So I'm basically filtering out anonymous teams who've worked for companies I've never heard of, right? So if you just filter out that, you'll avoid most of the L's in crypto, right? Because most of the L's come from people who've worked at a no-name company you've never heard of. If they're taking your money, it's going to be hard to find them, right? But if somebody's worked at a company like Google and they take your money, I mean, it's going to be a lot easier to find them. Plus, if Google thinks somebody is smart enough to work there for 5 years, they've basically done the homework for me. They've done the background checking for me. So I look for 2 years or more at a publicly traded company. It could be numerous years at different companies. So, for example, it could be 1 year at Google, 1 year at Facebook. That adds up to 2 years. But 2 years is a hard cutoff point for me. And this, people say, why does it have to be a public traded company? It helps. I mean, best example is Suntra, right? Last year on our AMA live stream review, just like this, we called them a scam. 1 year before the SEC called them a scam, because they claimed to have a CFO at a publicly traded company, and we looked into it, and she did not work those years she claimed to be working. It was a lie, right? She claimed to be CFO of a big company when she was in her late 20s. And for anybody who worked in the enterprise world, most CFOs in their 40s or 50s, right? So we just pulled up the 10K report, the annual reports, which is signed by the CFO, and the year she claimed to be working there as a CFO was somebody else's name. Right? Then they tried to backtrack, say it was an error, but either way, I mean, either they're straight up lying, which is bad, or they're incompetent and making small errors, which is even worse, right? So either way, the fact that it was a public company made it easy for us to do our homework on them and to find out there was a scam. So that, going back to what I look for in an all-star team, 2 years or more at a publicly traded company, or 6 months or more at a top 25 blockchain project, basically blockchain experience, right? So if somebody's worked, just go on coinmarketcap.com and look at the top 25 projects based on market cap. So for example, like Stratus ICO, a very small ICO, only raised $600,000 back in summer 2016. But if you had done your homework, you would have seen they had a Bitcoin core developer. Bitcoin is a top 25 blockchain project, obviously. And so is Ethereum, right? So any Ethereum core developers, a Neo core developer, right? Those are respectable projects in the crypto space. Anything with market cap over 20 in the top 25 is something that's credible, right? So I look for either of those two things. And occasionally you may make exceptions, like usually like top 4 consulting firms, like the big 4. But in the new spreadsheet, I may have to change that because I think I have to go back and crunch the data, but I think the big 4 has historically been underperforming. So I may not make that a requirement anymore. But anyway, that's what I consider for an all-star team. Same thing with advisors. And then for me to touch any project, it has to have a minimum of 2 all-stars on the team, full-time team members, not part-time. But good question. When will the market become bull again? I mean, I don't know, to be honest. Everybody has been trying to predict it. Even Pantera tried to predict the bull market. Has not been working. So at this point in time, I will stay out of that business. I will just wait on the sidelines. But yeah. Layer protocol, all-star or duds. I feel like I've heard of this before. This was PIN, I think, right? They changed their name, I think. Let me just pull this up real quick. I passed on Uncloak. Yeah, Layer Protocol used to be PIN. This one I passed on it too. Tokenmetrics were not the best. Have you bought a ledger yet? I mean, I have bought everything. What don't I have? Let's just say that. What are your thoughts on Streamity? It's run by a Russian team. Go Russia. I've not looked into Streamity. I'll have to add that to my list. But while I have been here in Russia, I have been looking into lots of projects. One project I've been doing research into the last 2 weeks basically has been a project called MetaHash. Their ICO is also launching soon. I will give them a shout out because they have been great hosts. Shout out to Anton. At this point in time, though, probably not going to be investing. Mainly, I'm kind of concerned with their strategy for exchanges. From my conversations, right, I think it may not be as liquid as I would like, but I mean, you guys can do your own research, right? The ICO actually has begun. It's also a blockchain project. Brock Pierce is advising them. Let me see if you guys can see that. Brock Pierce is advising them. All right, so definitely one for you guys to look into, do your own homework. All right, but they're based here in Moscow. This blockchain 4.0 is what they're claiming to do. So one to add onto your list. And these guys, if anybody's here in Moscow, tell them Ian Buena sent you. These guys will give you a good time. Off the blockchain. Okay, back to work. As you can tell, we're having too much fun here in Russia. Jura, I already talked about. I passed on it. Team. No. Why is Sparkstar delaying the sale? The market is stable. I think it was because of lots of people are having issues with the different prices in Ether for the crowd sale and pre-sale. How do you see your top 5 for 2018 100x? My top 5 picks for 2018 were OneChain, Zilliqa, R-Chain, POA, and Nebulous. I think all of those have, to be honest, the only one I see could still do it is Zilliqa. The rest of them have been duds. POA, their roadmap is so vague. It just says, like, we'll do stuff, basically. All right, so the fact that they can't really put anything concrete on the roadmap, I've lost faith on that. Nebulous, their marketing is horrible. They should definitely rebrand and do better marketing. R-Chain, it seems they're head down on the technology, not really doing much. And updates have been slow. OneChain has lots of disorder internally. Zilliqa is the one I see at the top, last one standing, king of the hill. How much have I cashed out? Let's say a lot. A lot. Okay, that's all I can say. Let's say enough to a point I don't have to go back to IBM. Okay, that should. Because somebody keeps on shilling Travala. Okay. I can't look into dApps in a bear market. Thoughts on Zebi? I was part of the Zebi private sale, pre-sale. I still own Zebi. I'm pissed off at the lack of a good exchange, but they should be going on to OKX. Oh, I think they may have already been listed on OKX. Because I think they got a vote, a community vote. Let me just check this real quick. Yeah, I think they're supposed to be getting onto OKX soon. I think, to be honest, 10x might have been the top for Zebi, short term. They kind of had the high, then the bear market crushed them. Went from 10x to 2x now. All right, will they bounce back? Possibly, but could be a while. I still own tokens, so I'm bullish. DataDash and Super are bullish. I think I was bullish before them. I'm not sure if they're part of the ICO. I think they came in later. They aren't really ICO investors. Super kind of is. DataDash, I'm not sure. Fiscal ICO. I've not heard of that one. We have to look into it. Oh wow, guys, I forgot about the game. I've been so okay, excuse me, guys. Gonna have to change channel for the game. For those who So what is this? Switzerland, no, Denmark, right? Okay, anyway, sorry guys. We may have to, let me just check on the score of the game. The World Cup is happening. And who was playing? Croatia, Denmark. Okay, that's... Just gotta get the right channel here in Russia. So... Yeah, Russian TV is not the easiest to navigate. But anyway, we're gonna wrap this up soon. Okay, I think we got it there. Got my TV there to watch the game. 1-1. And I do have my Croatia jersey, so I'm gonna have to go for Croatia. Thank you, Crypto Family. Croatians gave me a nice custom kit with my name on it. I loved it. So I've been rocking and repping Croatia. Broski, as they say, I believe, right, in Croatia. Okay, all right, let's finish up some of these questions here. Okay, what the heck? Okay, so somebody's been trying. Tezos, next 100x. So finally, we got our Tezos tokens coming soon. All right, so happy for that. Next 100x. I'm not sure. They did raise a ton of money though. All right, so Mainframe releasing tokens in the bear market. I don't like it. It took too damn long to come out with the tokens. I mean, that's one of the bad things about US ICOs. So I mean, I may not even touch US ICOs going forward. Okay, next question. Bitcoin ETF. Oh, I mean, if we get ETFs of Bitcoin, we're going to the moon. I mean, you can print that. I mean, to the moon we go. Not financial advice. We have a rocket saying to the moon with the asterisk saying not financial advice. But yeah, Bitcoin ETFs will be huge. I think it's the next big thing. Kind of similar to, you could say the futures market in a way kind of was a catalyst for the maybe December bull run before we kind of came crashing back down after January. But I think Bitcoin ETFs is going to be huge. I can't really say much about Neon Exchange because I'm not bullish on it. Sparkster 10x short term in this market. I don't really see it. The market is rough and they haven't really confirmed any exchanges yet. So yeah, that's basically that. Are you ever going to do a spreadsheet on tokens and coins that are already out and still got a potential for 10x, 50x, 100x? A good question. I have been thinking about that because the more the ICO market kind of wanes, I mean, we may have to reinvent ourselves. So the spreadsheet may end up becoming something for projects already on exchanges. So it is something I have thought about, right? Give me some more time. I may end up doing that in the future. Right, because plus the good thing with that is everybody can get in. It's on exchanges, right? Because one of the issues with the spreadsheet in its current form is when an ICO sells out, not everybody gets in, right? Because the more people are viewing the spreadsheet, then the actual ICO has space for investors. So it is something I have thought about deeply. Ian, when will you make a step-by-step guide to do step-by-step guide YouTube video teaching followers how to make their own Excel token metrics sheet? Good question. I can look into it. I mean, it's kind of basic Google Sheets, just adding a formula. If you just go on YouTube and type in Ian Balina spreadsheet, I have a video kind of explaining the spreadsheet back from from fall last year, like around September, August. So that's probably the best video to watch. I kind of go through how I did it. That's probably the best thing to do. But I'll think about maybe doing a video again. But Tezos 100x in this market, no. I mean, I think 10x would be good. But waiting 1 year for 10x, not great. Yggdrash blockchain coming out this month. Thoughts? Not bullish on it. Neurochain after meeting the team, super thing. Neurochain, not bullish on it either. Any pools I can recommend? Any pool groups? I can't really recommend any pools, man. I mean, the best pools I would say are the ones with people you trust. I mean, be careful with pools that are going around getting hacked by hackers. I would say go to a conference, meet other investors, meet other people full-time in crypto, create a Telegram group amongst yourselves, and if you trust them, pull together, but only with people you trust. I would not pull with random people. Right, so yeah, that's kind of the best thing I can really say. I'm not deleting Pareto questions. I'm still working with the team. Mbappe is the real next 100x. C'est la vie. Oui, oui. Merci beaucoup. Yeah, Mbappe is a beast. Yeah, I mean, that spreadsheet video is just Google Ian Balina spreadsheet. I have a walkthrough explaining the spreadsheet. I think that should answer your question about guiding you with a spreadsheet. I'll make a note to put out the template. I thought I did, but I haven't really made an update in a while. So I'll look into doing that. Endor, I did not invest in. I had it as an all-star, but I passed because I was just not bullish on the AI space. Is Neo broken? Will it be replaced by ontology? I've been hearing about that. I would say yes, Neo is broken. I mean, all the people I've been talking about, all the developers I know and other people, other investors in the Neo ecosystem, for the most part, say that Neo, their marketing is ahead of the actual development. So, I mean, that's why we're seeing lots of projects fork or go away from Neo after doing the ICO. Phantasma, there was recently one as well, right? Wasn't it? Was the project? Was it? There's some Neo ICO as well that moved away from Neo to create their own blockchain. It was something with like a marketing space or whatever. But I mean, most people say Neo is not ready yet. So, ontology. I mean, from people I know who I respect, ontology could be the replacement of Neo. Loom network target. I mean, long term, I had it at 50x. Short term, I mean, 10x is the all-time high. So, somewhere there. All right, I think it's time for us to wrap it up, guys. All right, it has been great. Thank you guys for all the questions. Some public service announcements. As mentioned, I'm in Russia. I'll be traveling to a location in Europe tomorrow to film Crypto Slowdown music video. If you want to see if I'll be in your neck of the woods, in your country, follow me on Instagram, Diary of a Made Man. I also have IGTV now. I'm posting videos like the Crypto Minute and some other videos. Right, I'll be posting a Crypto Minute video in the next day or so, or less. I have plans in August to come to New York and LA, so stay tuned. I'll have updates on that. Also have plans to come to India. I'm not confirmed yet, but I should be going to the Nucleus Vision conference, pending a few things. So stay tuned. And then we'll start the Middle East store, probably in September. We may have to push it back to September. But planning to do Dubai, Tel Aviv, Beirut, Lebanon. Even want to swing by Turkey, Istanbul, which is in Europe, as I've been told. It's not quite the Middle East. But yeah, so that's the plan right now. Stay tuned. Dates have not been confirmed. as mentioned before, music is now available on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Tidal. Right, just go search for Ian Balina, and you can get 100x, Crypto Slowdown, Moon Lambo, Shill Talk, and Todo Estoyo. Hero Song, which you heard today, that should be coming out in the next week or so as well. So guys, we're gonna make these songs a regular. Right, so every week or two, we'll be giving you guys crypto songs. Right, and we have some great songs to give you guys, some awesome songs. Right, so stay tuned. Until next time, guys, I will see you on the moon.